if you scroll down, when you get to this page, you'll notice you have 3 options to build your superhero design. You can use a web warrior, Iron Man suit, or Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is part of the reason you're learning today, playing and learning, so that you can know tomorrow exactly which designer you're going to use, because you only have 1 period to actually create your final design. So this is your chance to explore those options. I'm going to use Guardians of the Galaxy because it fits my element gold the best. The properties of my element are going to be matched well using this creator. So you're going to press the play button. Now, I do want to mention, if you get to that screen and it's not working, it'll probably be black and say that you need to enable Flash Player. You are allowed to do that. So please don't feel like you have to ask your teacher for that, because you are always allowed to enable Flash if you need it to run a program on a Chromebook. And sometimes it asks you every single time. If you're having an issue with Zscaler, one way you can troubleshoot that is to open a new tab at the top. And if you go to google.com, usually Zscaler will get pulled up, and then you can enable Zscaler that way, which is our school security system. So that's just a couple of troubleshooting options. If those things come up, make sure you click allow for Flash Player. So you're going to get a choice of a male or female. I'm going to pick the female. And I'm going to show you a little bit of how this designer works. Now, a lot of this you can figure out yourself, but there's a couple things to watch out for. So let's say that I'm going to go in and I want to see some different arm options. I can use these buttons to check that out. If I want to change it, it's going to change it, and I have to recolor whatever I have changed. So you'll notice I already have a design started. And let's say, okay, well, I'll try the paint can. It's going to color her whole arm the color that's chosen there. Now, I don't really like that, so I can hit this undo button. I can use the paintbrush, which I think is the most useful tool, to paint smaller parts and details of her arm, which is going to look better. Now, I don't remember what color this was over here, and I want to match it. So I'm going to use this eyedropper tool to match that color. Notice it comes up right next to it, and I can color just that part of her arm to match the rest of her suit. And now I decided I want to do that color too. And I can go back here. Notice I can't get to my eyedropper right now. Sometimes this screen blocks things in the background. So what I can do is just switch back to a standard color, and then I can get back to these tools here. So I want her shoulder to be this color. So I'm going to go back to my paintbrush, and I can do each one of these different. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. And that's it. I'm done with her shoulder. Oh, wait, I want to do this part. And I'm going to pick one of these standard yellows over here to highlight this. So I've got some good detail here. It looks pretty cool. And I like that. Now, I'm going to go back. If I press this over here, I'm going to lose all my work, which I don't want to happen. If I press this, I'm going to lose the last thing I did. So now I'm going to go back and redo that. So if I want to save this and I like what I've done here, I need to click the check. Don't forget to click the check. If you forget to click the check, you'll have to redo everything you just did. Okay? So if I want to go in and change her other arm, and again, you're going to need to play around with this and figure it out yourself. I can, again, select the color of this to match it, and then I can use my paintbrush to paint her arm the colors that I want. And notice, I'll just do it to show you what the error does. If I go back, I lose all my work, okay? So make sure that you save it while you were in there the first time. So I'm going to redo that real quick so that I can get her arms to match, because I want them to. Now, of course, you can be really creative with this and do your own thing. So now she looks good. I like her coat, her hair, everything looks good to me. So I think I am done. Now, before I go, I do want to show you there's options for every single part. You can dress in different ways, for the shoes to the hair to every single thing. So just so you know, that's there. The question mark button might look like fun, but that's a randomizer. So that's going to give you a bunch of random pieces to start out with. Now, if you want to start playing and learning that way with your randomized superhero, so you have something to go off of, you're welcome to do that. But if you do this after, like if I did this at this point, I would lose all my work. So I am not going to do that. I'm going to X out. And now I'm going to click the green arrow to the right, which is going to bring me to my poster screen. Okay, and you can see I've already done some poster design here. And for some reason, I have like a million Groots in the background. So I'll show you how to get rid of that. So if you want to change your color background, you can change that. I kind of like this Guardians background. So I'm going to pick that one and press the green button, go to the next one. This is where you get the stickers. Now, like I said, for some reason, a bunch of my stickers are still on here. So I can press this trash can and get rid of Groot in the background. So I'm gonna get rid of that Groot. I'm okay with these other Groots down here because it kind of looks like she's stepping on them. Now, try not to fill up your whole poster with stickers because it's gonna distract away from your superhero. So I'm actually gonna delete some of these. And I can make these smaller. I can twist and turn them. In the bottom right corner, you can make them bigger or smaller. So these are just digital stickers on the background of your poster. So I think I'm okay with the rest of these guys mostly. So I'm going to leave them here. There we go. Oops, I don't want them to be upside down. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get it to turn the right way, like I'm having some trouble right now. So I'm actually going to drag him up here so I can get rid of that one. Okay, so I'm ready. My poster is done, and I'm going to click the green arrow and go to the final screen. In my next video, I'll show you how to download your final superhero, and in the following videos, how to actually submit it to Padlet and to your teacher so that they can print it out for you and you can present it on the final day. Thanks for listening.